My reaction to RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 4. Last time on RWBY, we had one heck of an episode. A lot of stuff happened in that last episode. We learned about Salem, about Ozma, about the two brothers, about the relics, about Ozma's journey. Yeah, so much happened, gosh. So Salem, who's the girl in the tower, how she was saved by Ozma, how Ozma then died, how Salem then went to the two brothers and asked them to bring him back, but they refused and made her immortal. How she then rallied the other kingdoms to fight against the two brothers. How they wiped out humanity, and how the younger brother cracked the moon as he left. And then she tried to kill herself by jumping into the black pools where the Grimm are born from, believing they couldn't kill someone immortal. And then that's how she transformed into the Salem that she is now. Well, sort of. So then the older brother brought Ozma back and gave him the task of trying to unite humanity and left behind the four relics, telling him that after they're brought together, they'll both be summoned back and then they'll judge humanity. If they have learned to cooperate with each other, they'll stay with humanity, but if they still fight amongst each other, then they'll wipe out the earth, or remnant rather. So at first, Ozma kept that a secret after he found Salem again, but eventually he told Salem and the two finally got into a fight. Also, I didn't notice this before, but their four daughters, like after they started a family, they had four daughters, and maybe those daughters were actually the four maidens. Since they inherited their magic, maybe that's how they got their maiden powers. Well, that part hasn't been explained just yet, but I think we will get there. So after that, they left, and Ozma kept reincarnating. Sometimes he wanted to forget about all and just kept mourning, but eventually he kept having to go back to fight it. Salem was still around, and he kept having to go back to fight her. And yeah, so eventually he saw the relics, and he found the relic of knowledge, and asked, "How can I destroy Salem?" And Jin told him, "You can't." And that's where the episode left. It was a really long episode, 26 minutes. I think it may have been the longest episode of the show so far. I know the Volume 3 finale was 28 minutes long, but more than 4 minutes was spent on the credits alone. So last episode could have actually been the longest episode in the show so far. But after all that, it still felt like a part one. I still feel like there's a bit more to it that they haven't told us just yet, and I think that's what's going to happen now. So let's see how the story continues now on RWBY. This is RWBY Volume 4, Chapter 6. So that's how it is. Okay. The episode is starting right now. Adam. I say his name every time. Cinder. Who's coming after her? Let's see. What the hell does me? You find out your story. I still don't know why your face is cracked like that though. From anyone. Salem and Ozma. The previous reincarnations. 6th day to find our way. Yeah. I love that transition, how it changes from each of them. So Yang goes underneath, it changes to Blake, and then when Blake flips back, it changes to Twice, and then RWBY shows up at the end. Dun, 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 dun.
Salem can't be killed. You all heard her too, right? There was so much you hadn't told us.
Oh gosh.
I think that was okay.
Professor,
Austin. RWBY.
what is your plan to defeat Salem?
I
Don't have one?
don't have one.
What? Crow! Oh gosh, Crow! I didn't see that coming.
Me. I was cursed. I gave my life to you because you gave me a place in this world.
Crow.
I thought I was finally doing some good.
But you are.
Meeting you was the worst luck of my life.
Oh. No. Crow, I've never seen him like that before.
Maybe you're right.
Oscar.
What happened?
He's gone.
That bastard! Tell him we're not done yet!
No, this is different. He's gone.
Hmm?
It's like he's locked himself deep inside my head. Our head? I hate this. I want it to stop.
He just left us?
What are we gonna do now?
What? Now what?
Enough! We need to get a move on. It'll be dark before we know it, and every one of you is spewing negativity.
That's true.
There's a trail over there. Trails usually lead somewhere.
Lady, I don't know who you think you are, but
No buts!
No.
I understand that you're upset. Honestly, I'm still coming to terms with the fact that this is humanity's second time around.
Okay.
But if we don't move, we die. And I'll be damned if I've lived this long just to die out here in the cold.
Alright. I like her already.
No, she's right. Come on.
You guys gotta get going. The dust crystals. Crow. So Osmond doesn't have plan to kill Salem. Where are you? Oscar, are you coming?
I'm just going to be another one of his lives, aren't I?
Of course not. You're your own person.
Don't lie to him, Ruby. We're better than that.
Crow. Not learning everything, he just maybe Raven was right when she said Crow was a fool to trust Osmond. Oh, where is this place? Is this where Salem is? And why is it? And which ship is that? Oh, Hazel. And the Mercury. How did Hazel get his clothes back? I thought he tore them off. Wait, how did Hazel get his outfit back? I thought he tore it off. Or did he just take it off? Who's that? Oh,
Welcome back, welcome
hey,
back.
Tyrion.
I do hope you missed us.
What's wrong with the tail? New tail?
Let's go.
Emerald. And she doesn't know that Cinder is alive.
Speaking of which, where is our fall maiden?
Emerald?
Come on.
Emerald?
Tell me something happened.
Emerald? Stop that, Tyrion.
I will cut off more than just your tail.
Careful, little girl. Cinder isn't here to protect you anymore.
Back
Tyrion.
off, freak.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I am in mourning just as you,
Are you?
because it appears you failed our queen.
Uh-oh.
And that is a tragedy.
Uh-oh. Oh no. You're crazy! Well, that's actually an understatement. And that laugh is back. Tyrion. Oops, I didn't mean to pause it.
I would like you to explain to me how it is you failed so spectacularly.
The Fauna's militia split our forces.
Stop.
Oh no.
Let me rephrase the question. Who is responsible for your defeat?
Hazel?
I take full responsibility.
But that wouldn't be fair now, would it?
Uh-oh.
We all know who's truly to blame.
I don't.
What the? Hazel!
Emerald,
Oh no.
I want you to tell me whose fault this was.
Oh no. Emerald.
Now,
Cinder! We failed because of Cinder.
No.
that's right. I want you to understand that failure. I want you to understand why Cinder must be left to toil in her isolation until she redeems herself.
Does she know this? Does she know that she's alive?
She's alive.
You're joking. How could you know that?
Are you questioning our divine savior?
I... Of course not. Forgive me.
It's important not to lose sight of what drives us.
Okay, so she knows that Cinder is alive.
Justice, reverence. But the moment you put your desires before my own, they will be lost to you.
When he wanted to go out Osprey. Hazel.
This isn't a threat. This is simply the truth. The path to your desires is only found through me.
Gosh.
And so we must press on. The sword under Vacuo's academy, Shade.
Ma'am,
Back. Okay. Shade.
I have more to report. Crow and the children are taking the lamp to Atlas.
Not if I can help it.
And they're being led by Osborne.
So soon?
He's the only man with a chance of getting through to Ironwood. If that happens,
Uh-oh. Is that Salem's doing? Woo!
Leave. Your Grace, I can.
Don't. Tyrion.
Come on.
Gotta go, guys. Now. She's lost it. And Emerald? Oh gosh. Your beloved Ozma's back, Salem. And she's not happy about it. Of course. Back in the snow. I'm turning the fan back on. She can't ride her bike in the snow, can she?
It doesn't look like this is gonna let up.
Just
Crow?
want to get this stupid relic to Atlas.
Let's hope we don't have to walk all the way there.
I thought trails led somewhere.
Do you have nothing better to do than to harass a defenseless
Ruby?
old lady?
Everyone quiet.
What's
Do you
wrong?
hear that?
There's a creaking sound. Oh! There's a house over here. Fence, sorry. A gate. Where is this place?
Well, at
Brunswick.
least one good thing happened.
Brunswick Farms.
It looks
looks abandoned.
It's still better than this.
Come on, I think we could all use some rest.
When Crow punched Ospen at that, man. Never seen him like that before. Okay, no, this is a bad idea. Oh, that's it! Oh gosh. That was a very unhappy episode. The path to the farms. And Salem's palace. Well, that was a very gloomy episode. So the story actually had ended when it did. There was no anything else after that. So they asked Ospen what his plan to defeat Salem is, and then he reveals he doesn't have a plan. And Crow then lost it and just punched Ospen like that. I've never seen Crow that mad before. I guess Raven was right in a way. Crow was a fool for trusting Ospen. And I think now he's finally starting to see that. Meeting Ospen was the worst luck he ever had. Now he feels like he's been sent on a wild goose chase this entire time. For so many years he's trusted Ospen, only to find out Ospen never really had a plan to defeat Salem. He just trying things hoping they worked out in the end, but he never knew what the end result would actually look like. He just let Crow down a stray and... Crow must be feeling it worse after hearing all that. Yang and the others are definitely hurting from it, but I think Crow is hurting the most. He trusted Ospen for so long and this is what happened. Man. Yeah, so Ospen just lost it. And then the woman with them, Maria, said, with all this negativity, the Grim will be on them at any time. They have to keep moving. They have to get out of the snow and get somewhere safe. She saw a trail and she thought maybe they should follow it. It may lead somewhere. So then decided to keep going. Ruby said that she's right and they just went. Back at Salem's palace, Hazel, Emerald and Mercury read back out what happened at Haven. And Emerald had to tell Salem that Cinder was the one responsible for their failure. And then she told them Cinder will have to live in isolation until she can redeem herself, knowing that Cinder was actually still alive. So now they know that Cinder is alive, or at least they do, but now Salem won't take her back until she can make it right. So I guess that's what's going to happen to her now. And then Hazel told Salem about Ospen and Salem lost it. They all left the room before Salem freaked out. And then they kept going on the path. Obviously none of them are feeling too happy about it. They feel like Ospen has led them down a wild goose chase. Imagine how Jean and the others are going to feel when they find out. They probably won't be as mad as Crow was, but they'll be pretty upset about it. Now we know what Raven meant when he said there is no stopping Salem and all that. Now we know why she thought trusting Ospen was a bad choice. He doesn't actually have a plan for stopping Salem at all. So then they arrived at a place called Brunswick Farms, and that's where they're going to be staying for the night. Crow has a lot to sleep on, and yeah, he's not going to be having a good night's sleep after this. He just doesn't know where he's going to go after this. He has a lot of thinking about after all these revelations. Ospen hid so much from them, and now that they know everything, they don't know where to go next. I don't know what's going to happen next to these guys. I don't know what Crow and the others are going to do next, but we'll have to find out next time. Yeah, so this was a pretty gloomy episode, like I said. It's the aftermath of the story that we just heard, and yeah. And now Salem also knows what Ospen has already back so soon. I just don't know what they're all going to do now. Ruby and the others, I'm not so sure. I don't know what Ruby's going to do. Yang is definitely not going to be very happy out of this. Crow is so furious too, the way he punched Ospen like that. And Ospen had just locked himself deep inside Oscar's mind. He's like down on a slump or something, because he can't just lock himself away like that. He has to come out at some point. They're gonna keep prying Oscar until Osmond comes back, won't they? It's not fair for Oscar, and yeah, Crow just completely lost faith in Osmond now, and I just don't know what he's going to do from now on. I just don't know what Osmond's going to do either. He's also not very good about this, and he's been deceiving all these guys for so long, and now that they know everything, yeah. Okay, I'm not getting anywhere by talking to this. I'll just wait to see what happens next time on RWBY. My reaction to this episode is now done.